more repertory. So I'm going to teach you what I call the master phrase from our work, Rebirth. So just as a reminder, my left side is also going to be your left side, and that way I can turn around and do it the same direction as you. To get started, we're going to do a ball change to our left-hand side. So my hands are going to do this kind of like loose Rockefeller hands that I tend to do when I ball change. And when I have a ball change to the left, I'm going to have left, right. And that ball change we're going to use to actually come lower down to the floor. So we're going to have ball change as we lower down toward the floor. I'm going to send the right hand over to my right side to plant. Swing that left leg so it wraps around the right and closes. So what I'm trying to do here is make sure that weight goes fully onto the right hand side, and I want to actually shift forward onto that right foot so I can be on the flat of that right foot. Right now I'm more or less on the heel, and I want to shift forward to be on the flat foot on the right. And as I shift forward, I want to fully extend that left leg, and then feel that push as my left leg is open, and I'm weight to my right side. I want to shift my weight from my right side to my left as that left knee closes to the right ankle. So I'll have a ball change left side, ball change, hand comes to your right. We wrap left around right ankle. It's important here also that the pelvis stays lifted the whole time. So from this shape, I want you to think about rotating your pelvis. So right now my pelvis is kind of loosely going toward my downstage right corner. I want you to think about lifting up and switching so your pelvis actually faces your downstage left. So if I come this way, I'm thinking a twist in the pelvis. I'm going to put that right shin down as the pelvis comes to the floor. And I want to swipe that left leg and kick it toward the downstage. So as I kick that left leg, I'm bending the arms, and the upper body falls down toward the floor, and the focus goes directly toward downstage. And what I do also here that feels really nice for me is I have like the left elbow kind of tucked into my hip, so that as that left leg kicks out, it kind of meets that left elbow, and then I can use that left elbow to kind of rebound the left leg in second. So all that together looks like a ball change, a wrapping in the left, a closed left in, pelvis switch to diagonal, right shin through, pelvis drops, left leg kicks toward the downstage, and arms will bend. So from there, we want to think about swiping this left leg directly backwards. So the image that we're going for is that the whole body glides upstage, and you're gliding on the right side of your hip on your right trochanter, more or less. And so we're going to do a combination of that left leg swiping back, and also your arms going from bent to straight, pushing away from one singular spot, so it looks like you're skating farther back than you actually are. So if we come from this shape, we're thinking about swipe in that left, and as I swipe that left leg, I want to extend both arms. So it looks like I can slide a little bit away. If you want to know how much to swipe that left leg, what I want to think about is, if I'm laying on the floor here, I want this left leg to be visible for the audience's left side. Excuse me. So your right side, the audience's left side. That left leg wants to go from being downstage to being visible on your right side of the body, with the audience you're walking in be their left. So once you kick that backwards, you're actually going to swipe that right leg under the left. So that left leg is going to stay in place, and that right leg is going to swipe under the left, and then externally rotate and come to flat to bring you from the floor. So you'll have this left leg out, it'll skate backwards, and then this right leg is going to move under the left, and then externally rotate to bring you away from the floor. You have swipe back, dropping that left hip, and then this right leg is going to come under the left to externally rotate and bring you to flat. So to rise up from the floor, I'm putting weight onto both hands, pushing the upper body away as that right leg externally rotates to come to the flat foot on the right side. I'm going to do this bit facing camera, even though it normally happens facing toward the upstage. So if you're here, you want to think about pulling with the left hand over toward the left side, and this right leg wants to come internal and then open to external. So you have pull that right knee internal, and then use that right hand to open toward the external. So you want to go for a full weight shift to your left, to your right. Think about it as going from your left butt cheek to your right butt cheek. From here, I want to go to my left butt cheek, externally rotate the center back toward my right. As I push to externally rotate that right leg, internal, external, as I open this, the right hand just falls to the floor, and then the right leg actually does the same. So the right leg will actually just drop to the floor. Very simple, no form to it, just drop it, because that dropping of that right leg is about to be the initiation for an actual form that comes in a second. So you have internal, external, right hand places, drop that right leg, and as soon as that right leg drops, I want to push my pelvis up, swing that left leg into a lunge, and you have an internal, external, right hand places, right leg drops, shoot straight into that lunge, the left leg in front. So bring my direction back to face camera. Once you're in this lunge with the left leg forward, I want to walk through center. So I switch that lunge to the right side, and then keeping both hands on the floor, I want to drop that left leg behind the right as I soften the pelvis to the floor. So both hands here are switch directions again, so you can see your direction. Walking through center to that right lunge. Keep the hand on the floor so you can soften that descent of the pelvis down into the floor. So we'll come backwards for a second, and I'll just do it your direction so you're a little bit clearer on which direction you're facing. Doing it your way, you have a ball change backwards, wrapping that left leg around so it connects in front of the right. Switching the pelvis, drop the right shin, left leg kicks forward, left leg skates backwards, externally rotate, push to rise. You have an internal rotation, an external push, right hand drops, right leg drops up into your lunge, walk through center to the right lunge, left leg comes long behind the right. From here, we're going to externally rotate that right leg, so dropping that right knee toward the floor. And as we drop that right knee, I'm coming to the forearms here. So I want to come to my right forearm, and then to my left forearm, and I want to lift the pelvis up just enough for these connected legs to rotate under me. So when I come to the left forearm, I want to come basically to a plank, lift just enough for that for the legs to rotate under, so I can then step on that right leg and send that left leg through. So doing it your direction again. I've come externally, right forearm, left forearm, plank, step right, step left. Externally rotate, right forearm, left forearm, plank, step right, step left. So as I resolve from this, I set that right and I soften to bent, and I send that left out towards straight. And I'm staying on my forearm, my left forearm on the upstage. So what I want to do here is bring the right hand to connect with the left foot. So when I start, the left foot's in front of the right, and I want to bring that right hand up and over. And as that right hand is coming up and over, I'm sliding that left foot under the right, so I can grab the left foot with the right hand. Now that I have this foot, I have a bit of a space here, right? So I have this hole under my right armpit. It goes like from my armpit down through my arm to my foot, right? So now I can bend this right leg and thread it through that hole. Just straight. So when I say thread, what I'm thinking about is keeping these foot and hand connected and moving it downstage as I bend the right leg and move it toward my upstage. So both parts are moving in opposite directions here. And then I end with that right leg going straight toward the downstage. So from this shape, we have a straight right leg, and we want to pull that left foot over the right and drop that left foot on the right side of the right leg. So the right hand is pulling this across, but as soon as that left foot crosses over the right, I'm going to release that right hand to the floor so I can bring both hands to the floor with me. So I have this pull across and I release the hands. I want both hands on the floor here, left leg bent, right leg long. So I can now pick the pelvis up and then twist into the right leg, keeping the pelvis off the floor, bringing the back of the right knee to the left ankle. So I'm going to go backwards to do all that threading part over again, your direction, just so you can see. So we just came from this internal, external. We have a drop in the right leg, up to lunge. We walk through center to our right side. We drop that left leg long. We open that right side to the right forearm, to the left forearm, to the plank, to step right, to step left. Yeah, left pelvis is on the floor here. Right hand comes over, connects to the left foot. Right foot threads through the hole. Right leg comes long. Right hand pulls left foot over right, releasing the hands to the floor, using both hands to pick the pelvis up, to twist in to the right leg, right knee in front of the left. Now, when I'm twisting here, I am actually very actively keeping this right hand off the floor. Because what I want to do next is actually put the right hand outside of my kinesphere, so I'm reaching a little bit away from where my pelvis is. So I can actually pull the pelvis toward that right hand as I open the right leg. So what's going to happen is I'm going to place the right hand away, right leg is going to open, and both knees will connect together as I bring the upper body over the knee. Now, this is a little bit of a tricky moment. So if you have shorter arms, I would suggest traveling a little bit less. But I'm going to show you what it looks like in full motion and then break it down for you one more time. So in full motion, starting from this pullover moment, we're thinking about a twist and then a shoot out. So we have pull, twist, shoot. So to get that shooting sensation, we have to first start compact, right? So that's from your twist in toward your right leg. Then we have to use the right hand away from our pelvis to get something to pull toward. And as I pull, I'm thinking about connecting both knees together. So left knee, right knee come together, but the right leg wants to open out to be long, and the left knee stays bent, right? So right leg comes over, pull, left knee stays bent, right leg stays long. So in theory, when you just thread that right leg through, this first pull is your impetus for everything up until that last slide. So this first pull is your impetus for everything that comes out. We're gonna go from this shape, so right leg is long, left leg is bent. Put weight into the right hand, step that left leg over. So coming to both legs bent here, both right and left. And then what I want to feel here is this right thumb actually pulls up across the upper body, across the sternum. So it's like literally your right thumb that pulls across your upper body to open your whole body up. So I'm coming from bent, and I want this right thumb to pull up, and then to have a ball change sensation as I come down, the ball change. Now, as I pull up with the right thumb, the left arm is coming from the lower back to come forward. So what I have is left from low, right from the side, right peels up and over as left comes forward, and then that left arm are open to extend away. So doing it your direction, it'll look like this. Left starts behind, thumb comes up and over, left finishes. That, along with your ball change, will look like ball change before we come to the next level. Doing it your way. Ball change. And then this left arm I'm going to use in a quick second. So I step left over, right to ball change. And then from here, this left arm is your initiation. So you want to really swipe this left down toward the diagonal. And you're essentially going to chase the tail. So you're going to twist into that left leg so that you can see the right foot behind you, and then turn on 4 stars left. Yeah, so in a very simple way, we're thinking chasing this tail behind us. But we're going to use that up and over sensation to have a feeling of coming up, and then having this left arm take us on a low level to chase that tail. So you basically want to be twisting into the left, for those who are making them familiar, twisting into the left so far that you can see the right leg behind you as you're turning. We're putting the right leg on the top of the right foot as it skates around. So you have pull, ball change, twist and chase. There comes about a 3/4 way turn, and I place this right hand down to save my life. And to finish out the last quarter of that turn, my right foot will step right, left, right. So, let's go backwards for a quick second. So let me do it facing your direction. From the very, very top in slow motion. We're gonna have a ball change, wrap left around, switch the pelvis, right shin through, kick left backwards, push away, externally rotate the right, pull internal, external, drop the right, switch to lunge, walk through center to your right lunge, left behind, to drop the pelvis, externally rotate, come to the right forearm, left forearm, step right, shoot left out. Right hand comes to left foot, right leg press through to straight. I pull the left leg over the right to twist in toward the right leg, right hand above, place the right hand out to your side, pull toward that right hand. Step the left leg over right to bent legs, pulling up to ball change, low swipe, chase the tail, stepping out, right, left, right. I'm gonna come right back to the floor, both knees come together, shift to the knees together, shift to the opposite side. Doing that facing you. I just came right, left, right. I want to place right hand down, bringing both knees together. So here my weight is more on my right side. Then I want to shift to my left and pull that left away from your body. So you have to pull your pelvis toward that left hand. And then as I drop back toward my right hand side, I want to feel like I can go palm, forearm. When I drop that forearm, my pelvis also drops to the floor so I can release the legs from under me. And I want to plant that left forearm so I can kick the left leg up and away. So this is a bit of a difficult sequencing moment if you're not used to this kind of stuff. So let me do this with a slow motion for you. So I've come down to the floor for the first time, and I've come slide second time. And I want to place the right palm, and then as I break to the right forearm, I want my pelvis to actually shift over the tops of the heels so they can touch the floor so that I can release the legs away, right? So when I have palm, forearm, then I want to release the legs here. So when I release the legs, I'm thinking about releasing that left leg first, so I can go from bent to kick. So as I kick, what's important here is that, again, like we mentioned in some of the intro videos, and probably in many videos since then, is we want to be moving down the diagonal line of energy here. So if I'm here, I want to be pushing my pelvis down the diagonal line of energy so that my upper body can come softly to the floor instead of planting plopping down. Right? So if I do it with both hands, just to show you, I want to move down the diagonal line of energy to bring the upper body to the floor so that when I'm kicking, my upper body is already on the floor. I can actually roll from my right side of my upper body to my back without doing this. So when we come to that forearm, and we're about to kick that left leg, I want you to push from that right forearm, so you're pushing down the diagonal, so you can kick that left leg up as you soften your upper body to the right side to the floor. Now, my legs kicking are going left, right, and tucking under again to end up exactly where I started. So if you remember, we started here, right? We started on the right side and then toward the left side. So then now as I come palm forearm and I'm sliding on diagonal, I want to bring the legs left open, wide with the right, and then I want to bend the left leg and bring the right over to the left side. So at some point I should have the left leg bent under myself, the right leg long. And as that right leg comes over toward the left side, the whole right side of the body follows. So my right upper body, my right arm are coming as well. And then as I swipe that right arm down, I'm collecting that right leg to bend. Yep. To bend. And then I'm using the left forearm to push away from the floor to rise the upper body from the floor. So I have collect to bend, pushing with the left forearm to rise up and end more or less exactly where I started. So we're thinking right, left, palm, forearm, diagonal, kick left, kick right, bend left, fold right side, collect right to push from the left forearm and bring the legs under the upper body again. In more full motion, came down right, left, palm, forearm, left, right, bend. So we've come back to where we started. And then from here, that right arm is coming around, right, as it came up. And when I plant that right to my side, and I want to curve that left under the right arm and have both legs open. So we're going from compact to expanding, right? Boom. Right hand, curve left, both legs open long at the same time. I want to tuck in that left forearm as the side comes to the left side of the body. And then I want to keep reaching that left forearm under. So I actually have to look under my right armpit. I want to bring the right heel to the left knee as both legs bend at the same time. And I come to my back across the floor. And then to rise from this right heel is going to push the left knee to the right side. It's missing that ripple up the left side of your body. I'm going to tuck the right forearm, under myself as I find a straddle again going toward the upstage. So we'll go just from dropping into your lunge, and then I'll go backwards from the whole thing. So facing your direction, we just come internal, external. We drop the right leg, we pop the lunge. We're walking through center, long left leg, drop the pelvis, externally rotate, right forearm, left forearm, plant right, step left through, right hand to left foot, right thread through, right leg is long, swiping left over, twisting in toward the right leg, right arm overhead, pushes to your side, pulls to shoot up. Left leg steps, both legs are bent. Pull it up to ball change, left leg is long. Low, chase the tail. To round out that spin, you step right, left, right. Coming back in toward the floor, right hand places down, knees come together. Shifting over to your left side. Dropping to your right palm, the forearm releases the legs. Be careful, left, right, then left, swipe right to let the knees under yourself. Right hand places, left arm curves, left side softens, right heel comes to left knee. Recrease to the right hand side, finding the straddle, again going toward upstage. So then just to finish, you're gonna have a quick little switch of the legs that'll bring you back up to standing. So your right leg's gonna cross over your left first as you pull toward your left. Both legs are gonna open at the same time. And then this right leg's gonna thread under your left. But then as this right leg threads under the left, you wanna actually feel like this right threading causes a ripple that comes from the toes of the legs up the lower back and ripples us to a lunge, from which we'll then step right, left, right to come back up to standing. So just kind of do that a little bit faster because I know it's kind of weird to do slow motion. But what we're thinking about is cross, open, and then this last thread is really has more of a punch to it. Thread to come. So, and a little bit faster, it looks like cross and thread. From the very top of this, we have ball change, left leg around, hip switch, shoot left forward, skating backwards, externally rotate, pull internal, external, drop right, switch lunge, walk through center, walk on left leg, externally rotate, right forearm, left forearm, right, left, grab the left foot, drag right through, pull right, twist into the right leg, shoot out, step left over bent, up to ball change, low toe chase, right, left, right, knees together, shift left, palm, forearm, left, right, bend left, swipe right, right, open left, soften left side, left heel, right heel, excuse me, to left knee, crease to your right, find the straddle, swipe right over left, open both at the same time, right under left, right, left, right. Same thing, facing camera. Same thing, facing camera. Ball change, left and front, switch the hips, right, left. Skating backwards, externally rotate. Internal, external, drop, switch. Walk through center, long leg around, forearm, forearm, step. Step, grab left, thread right, cross left over, twist in toward the right, shoot out. Step left, pulling up to ball change, low toe tag, 1, 2, 3, pull right, pull left, palm, forearm, kick left, coming back up, open left, soften left, right heel to left knee, crease toward your right, find the straddle, pull, open, thread, right, left, right. And that's it. That's the master phrase and Rebirth, combining a lot of the basic ideas we've kind of covered across the channel so far. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys get a chance to see it in person one day. And I'll see you next time.